Hey guys. Oh, I was gonna lay down, but decided not to. I'm tired, but this is the last day. I have 2 days off. So this is my Friday, basically, so. Let's drink.
You kill me. Go on, take it. Take it.
I walked away from Pop yesterday.
I'd rather die than hurt
Twice.
you.
I'm trying. I've given in a couple times. I was like 5 days. Basically five. Actually, no, I didn't give in. I had a small cup of it. It's like 5 days without it.
No.
Boots?
Make sure that.
Boots is being a butt. Alright. So, what I wanted to do.
Hey, don't.
Come on, Mr. Gray. You can teach me a new song.
Alright, this is an estimated reading time is 4 minutes, so we'll see. This is 42 garden plants that will hurt your other plants. Homestead survival site. Much needed information. I thank you guys for, sharing the videos and everything. Continue to like and share the videos. There will be a live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Lots of different topics I'm going to cover. I'm going to make sure that I'm getting it ready before 7. So, I think I'm going to get like a running list of just highlights of things. But anyway, so here we go. 42 garden plants that will hurt your other plants. Remember, just keep sharing these videos, okay? Because this is like much needed information that needs to get out there. I'm gonna get my binder that I started here. I wish I could find the old one. I'm praying that it pops up somewhere and that it's not ruined. Wouldn't have put it past Tim to have done that, though. Anyway. Because I'd like to actually go through and write all of this out. So. Alright, have you ever noticed that certain plants in your garden seem to struggle for no clear reason? You water them, feed them, and weed around them, but they just don't thrive. The problem might not be your gardening skills at all. It could be their neighbors. Just like people, some plants get along great together while others simply don't. Gardeners call this companion planting. Putting plants side by side to improve growth, boost yields, and reduce pests. But companion planting isn't just about good neighbors, it's also about avoiding the bad ones. Some plants shade others out, compete for nutrients and water, or even release natural chemicals into the soil that slow nearby growth. Others attract pests that put their neighbors at risk. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to figure out what boots are. What are you doing? Boots? Being a butt. Alright. Others attract pests that put their neighbors at risk. Knowing which plants to keep apart can mean the difference between a thriving garden and a disappointing harvest. I might have had some of that going on in my garden this year, so I'm going to have to kind of go through and make sure that doesn't happen again. So, below you'll find a breakdown of common garden plants and the neighbors they don't get along with, plus a few explanations for why. Alright. Asparagus. Avoid planting near fennel, garlic, or onions. The reason: onions and garlic can stunt asparagus growth, while fennel is highly allelopathic. It releases chemicals that inhibit nearby plants. Good companions for asparagus are marigolds, nasturtiums, parsley, and basil. See, this is another reason why I need to write this down. Beans. Avoid planting near broccoli, cauliflower, chives, garlic, kale, leeks, onions, and peppers. Reason. Alliums, which are onions, garlic, leeks, etc., can interfere with bean root growth and reduce nitrogen fixation. Which, by the way, I didn't get any of my garlic I planted. Seems to be a typical thing. So I'm going to have to try to find some more potting soil. I might have to go to a family farming home and make a specific bed. Basically a winter bed. And I'm going to have to do it soon. Because your garlic is supposed to be planted in October. And plant my garlic. Alright. Other conflicts. Pole beans and beets stun each other's growth, and sunflowers nearby will also slow beans down. Good companions. Corn, squash, carrots, and potatoes. Broccoli. Avoid planting near peppers, squash, including pumpkins, tomatoes, and strawberries. The reason, these crops compete for the same nutrients and attract pests that target broccoli. Good companions are onions, celery, beets, and herbs like dill and chamomile. Didn't have any of my dill come up either. I need specific herb beds. Cabbage and kale. Avoid planting near basil, tomatoes, garlic, or strawberries. Okay. The reason. Tomatoes and basil attract pests that also feed on cabbage, while garlic can slow its growth. Good companions are rosemary, sage, thyme, and mint. All help repel cabbage moths. Also pairs well with beets, potatoes, peas, celery, and marigolds. Carrots. Avoid planting near dill and celery. The reason, dill and carrots are in the same family and they cross-pollinate easily, reducing the yield. Celery competes heavily for water. Good companions. Peas and beans for nitrogen. Leeks, onions, radishes. Okay, but you can't plant any of the onion family near beans. So if you do peas and beans, you can't put onions around them. Or leeks or anything like that. Radishes, parsley, and lettuce. Okay. Cucumbers. Avoid planting near potatoes. And aromatic herbs like basil. Okay. That could have been a problem, because I did have basil near my cucumbers. Rosemary, sage, or marjoram. I had rosemary and sage near the cucumbers. The reason. Potatoes spread blight that affects cucumbers. Strong-smelling herbs interfere with cucumber growth. So I had two things going, because I still got that potato plant out there, too. Good companions. Beans, peas, lettuce, radishes, dill, chives, nasturtiums, and tomatoes. See, this is why I need to write this down. Tomatoes. Avoid planting near broccoli, cauliflower, cilantro, cucumbers, dill, eggplant, peppers, potatoes, and corn. Okay, I did keep them away from the cucumbers. Wait, what? You can plant tomatoes and peppers near each other? That's not right. That's not right. You can plant tomatoes and peppers near each other. And it did fine, even though it was near eggplant. My broccoli and cauliflower plants got eaten. Totally. Alright, the reason. Tomatoes are pest magnets, and many of these neighbors either attract the same pest or share diseases that can spread quickly. Corn is especially risky because it draws tomato hornworms. Okay, well, I didn't plant any corn, so I will have to remember that, though. Good companions. Carrots, basil, chives, celery, nasturtium, parsnip, onion, parsley, mint, and marigolds. Other notable conflicts. Beets. Avoid beans and mustard plants. I had some beets near beans. Brussels sprouts. Avoid strawberries and tomatoes. Celery. Avoid parsnips and potatoes. Peas. Avoid garlic, leeks, chives, and onions. Potatoes, avoid cucumbers, squash, melons, tomatoes, sunflower, and turnips. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just like literally put potatoes in pretty much their own bed. With like a few herbs that pair well with them. Radishes. Avoid broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, potatoes, and turnips. Sunflowers. Avoid planting within 1 foot of other crops. They're strongly allelopathic. Quick tips for avoiding bad plant neighbors. If remembering all the details feels overwhelming, keep these rules in mind. 1. Mind the shade. Tall plants like tomatoes or sunflowers can block sunlight from smaller sun-loving crops. Watch the feeders. Don't group heavy feeders like broccoli, cabbage, or corn together or they'll strip the soil. Think pests. Avoid planting crops together that attract the same pests, like tomatoes and corn, both loved by hornworms, and those things suck. I had that problem 2021. Beware of allelopathy. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Certain plants, fennels, sunflowers, black walnut trees release chemicals that harm others. Black walnut trees can kill pine trees. Hey! Better pick up in the right spot.
Try a new song.
Rotate crops every year. Even good neighbors need breaks. Don't plant the same family in the same place every year. There's a printable table with 42 common garden plants. This table does not indicate which plants harm which. For example, sage harms cucumber, but cucumber doesn't harm sage. And the table doesn't say which does which. It just says they should not be near each other. Okay. I am definitely going to write this down. See, I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why it says tomatoes shouldn't be planted near peppers. Because I've always found in every single thing that I've read on companion planting, except this one. So basil, you shouldn't plant cabbage, cucumber, kale, or rue next to it. Bush beans, beets, broccoli, cauliflower, chives, garlic, kale, leeks, onions, or peppers. Pole beans, beets, broccoli, cauliflower, chives, garlic, kale, leeks, onions, and peppers. Beets, beans, bush beans, or pole beans, or mustard greens. Broccoli, bush beans or pole beans, peppers, pumpkin, radishes, squash, strawberries, or tomatoes. Brussels sprouts, radishes, strawberries, or tomatoes. Cabbage, basil, garlic, radishes, strawberries, or tomatoes. Caraway, dill, carrot, celery, or dill. Cauliflower, bush beans or pole beans, cucumbers, peppers, pumpkins, radishes, squash, strawberries, or tomatoes. Celery, carrots, parsnips, and potatoes. Chives, bush or pole beans, or peas. Cilantro, tomatoes. Now these are all the plants that you shouldn't plant near. The first plant that I name off is the primary plant, and the other ones listed are the ones you shouldn't plant near them. Corn, tomatoes, cucumber, basil, cauliflower, marjoram, potatoes, rosemary, sage, and tomatoes. Dill, caraway, carrots, and tomatoes. Eggplant, tomatoes. So that's crazy because I had the eggplant and it's pretty near that tomato plant. But I mean, it did pretty good. Garlic, asparagus, beans, bush beans or pole bean. Cabbage, kale, or peas. Hyssop, radish, kale, basil, bush or pole beans, garlic, strawberries, tomatoes, kohlrabi, peppers, leeks, bush or pole beans, and peas. marjoram, cucumbers, melons, potatoes, mustard greens, beets, onions, asparagus, bushel pole beans and peas, parsnips, celery, peas, chives, garlic, leeks, and onion, peppers, chives, garlic, kohlrabi, leeks, onion, potatoes, chives, garlic, leeks, onions, pumpkin, squash, tomatoes, and turnips. Pumpkins, broccoli, cauliflower, and potatoes, radishes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, hyssop, potatoes, and turnips. But turnips grow well with beans and peas. Rosemary, cucumbers, rue, sweet basil, sage, cucumbers. Squash, broccoli, cauliflower, and potatoes. Strawberries, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, and kale. Sunflowers, pole beans. Tomatoes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower. Any of your brassicas you can't plant near tomatoes. Cilantro, corn, cucumbers, dill, eggplant, fennel, kale, peppers, or potatoes. And I don't know why it says peppers. Turnips, potatoes, and radishes. Okay, so that was it on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off from here and I will get this up there. Check your subscriptions, you guys. Make sure you're still subscribed. Click on that notification bell. Click on all to make sure you get all the notifications. And like and share the videos. Please like and share the videos. Share them with friends, family, other homesteaders, people that want to get into homesteading, gardening, or the like, whatever. Share the videos. Just share the videos. Because, like, this information is needed so much. I'm going to go ahead and get some of the soup that Aaron made. And I'm going to get off from here and get this up there. And I don't know if I'll have time to do another one before I go to work. I got to work 4:30 to 12:30 again. My closing shift, which is fine. I'm okay with it. It's all good. It's all good. I don't mind it. I really don't. Even if it sounds like I do, I don't. I really don't mind it. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll probably do one after church. Amy's supposed to come out tomorrow. There's some other things going on. I'll catch you guys up on that in a little while. But I'll probably do one after church. And then it'll be the live at 7. So I will see you guys in the next video. Do that research, you guys. It's really, really important. Like and share the videos. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.